We continue to follow the very latest of the war in Israel as we take a live look here in Gaza City. With us now, Len Khodorkovsky, former senior advisor for the U.S. envoy to Iran. Harley Lippman is the executive committee of AIPAC, the American-Israel Public Affairs Committee. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming on. Len, if you could just comment on what you've seen at this hour. Again, reports that 11 Americans have been killed.
Well, first, watching the press conference from the parents. As a parent myself, my heart breaks for them, and my blood boils at the savagery that we have witnessed in the last few days. Someone who worked on the Iran issue at the State Department, I have to say that this all could have been prevented. I think from what I've heard, there's been chatter, just like chatter that we've heard at 9/11, and it was dismissed as unlikely to happen. I think there were breakdowns on multiple fronts where our failure of imagination, and to some degree, I don't blame good people for not expecting this kind of savage attacks. We don't think human beings are capable of this, but professionals should have been more alert, and I wish that some of the alarm was heeded, and both our government and the government in Israel would have held their ears to the ground a little bit more closely.
There's a lot to pay attention to, including what you're talking about, which is essentially the intel. It was their intel. Did it make its way to the proper leaders through the proper channels, or was there not? Harley, I just wanted to get your take really quickly. The president's going to speak at 1 p.m. Eastern time today. This will be the first time that the president, aside from issuing statements from the White House, that will actually appear in front of the American people during this war playing out in Israel. What do you expect to hear from this president? Harley?
Well, what I hope he'll say is that if you want to experience what it was like to live in 1942 in Europe during the Holocaust, this is what took place then. That not since the Holocaust have so many Jews been murdered just because they're Jews. This is exactly what happened in the 1940s. And why is this important beyond the tragedy that occurred? Is because it reveals the motivation of Hamas, that they don't want peace with Israel. They never said they wanted peace with Israel. Both the United States and Israel are somewhat delusional to think they can manage this. Hamas is like Nazi Germany. Unfortunately, they have to be taken out. They don't even care about their own people. They leave their people to be victims of Israeli retaliation, which is sad for the Palestinian people and sad for Israel. And then the press is going to say Israel overreacted when they're only defending themselves. They're responsible when they put missiles.
Harley, I hate to interrupt you right now. We're getting reports from our correspondent that there have been reports of rocket fire being detected, again, as we take a live look here.